Hi, Amy.
Thank you so much for joining me today on this Zoom chat. Really appreciate you taking time out of your day to chat to me. So yeah, just wanted to share your journey really. You've been with us since June 2018. You took part in our transformation way back then, if you can remember back then. And yeah, I just wanted to kind of chat to you about your journey because you're a really great inspirational and motivational member within our group, and yeah, I just thought it'd be really nice to share your experience with ALM and for people to be able to listen to you and your side of the story. So yeah, tell me, looking back to before you joined us, so back to before June 2018, kind of what was your biggest struggle relating to your health and fitness back then?
Well, I never really considered my health and fitness back then. Back then, I was out and about with my job, so I always considered the fact that I was on my feet all day as part of my exercise, and that was it. So I was okay.
Yeah.
And also I just really hated any kind of exercise, I'm not going to lie, other than a little bit of yoga here and there.
Yeah.
But for me, I absolutely hated the gym. I'm not going and would avoid it at all costs. Hated running. I didn't mind going for walks and being outdoors, but anything to do with any classes or going to the gym or anything, I avoided at all costs. So yeah, it was pretty much my health and fitness prior to ALM was pretty much non-existent. Okay. So shameful to say, but true.
Yeah. And lots of people are in exactly the same position, so don't worry about that. So if that was the case and you kind of didn't really see your health and fitness as a priority, and maybe you saw yourself as fairly active and you did some things, what was that tipping point that made you think, actually, I need to change, I need to make a change, I need to join ALM?
So my personal circumstances changed, which allowed me to have a little bit more time on my hands.
Yeah.
And reevaluate my life as a whole. So I changed my job role, which gave me a little bit more time, and actually gave me a little bit more structure, because I was now working in an office, say like for a 9 to 5 job. Yeah. And once I'd secured that, I then started looking at myself thinking, well, I'm not going to get any younger, so now's the time. I had some time on my hands, and so I was like, right. So I saw you guys on Facebook, and saw the transformation program, and I was just like, right, I'm saying yes to everything at the minute, so I'm going to go for it. And then gave you guys a call. So and then never looked back since.
Cool. And kind of since looking over the last kind of say 2.5 years then, what results have you had with us, and how has your life changed?
For the better. So firstly, with the transformation, it really gave me focus, and it gave me an end target of where I would get myself to. Yeah. And I had some really great results with my transformation, not just weight wise but mentally. I felt so much stronger. It's so odd, isn't it? Because you think that exercising is gonna wear you out and it's gonna make you more tired, but actually it gave me more energy. Yeah. It gave me more motivation. I was getting a lot more done in my day, because I don't know, it gives you a little bit of a skip in your step. I can't even describe it. And so yeah, my transformation was amazing, and as soon as I'd done that, and the feeling that it gives you is everything. I wish you could bottle it up. So I then was like, right, I'm sticking with you guys. So since then, and the transformation, it's done wonders for my mental health. And also it's just really nice to have something that's for me. Where I haven't got to think about anybody else other than myself, and just be, well, everybody always thinks it's a selfish thing, but actually it's an investment, I think, in me as an individual. And since then, yeah, it gives me motivation. It allows me to be more productive, gives me a clearer mindset. And particularly during COVID and lockdown for me, it's just having that community and family, in addition to your normal friends and family that you stay in touch with. It's like you're surrounded by people who are like-minded, and are there not to criticize, but are there to celebrate your wins and also pick you up if you're feeling a little bit down. And for me, that's everything. So it's given me a lot.
Yeah. And would you say that when you initially joined, you might have had like a goal in mind in terms of a weight loss goal to achieve, but actually, because you've spoken a lot about there, you know, your energy levels, your productivity, and your mental health, would you say that those now far outweigh actually your weight loss goal?
Yeah, so I had a chat with George, one of the coaches, the other day, and I said, I don't have any weighing scales, because I am very obsessive about things like that. And that was for me with the transformation, like my measurements told me everything that I needed to know. And also just my general fitness levels when I was doing things and going for walks, you feel better. You know, so those were more important things for me. But obviously, you know, the weight did drop off with the transformation, and everybody was commenting as well, saying, I don't know, people were saying, gosh, you're glowing, you know, and I was like, am I? Like, I never even realised that. Looking back, you know, you just look at pictures and it's just your skin, your eye colour, just everything, isn't it? It isn't just about weight, and it was never just about weight for me. I did have a goal, like I just wanted to get, when I started the transformation, I wanted to get fitter, I wanted to get healthier, and ideally I wanted to fit in my clothes a lot better, and that's what I achieved, as well as everything else.
And would you say over the last 2 years or 2.5 years that, you know, it's not all been plain sailing, that it literally, you know, we very much call it a journey here at ALM. So would you say that you have been through a journey, that, you know, there have been ups and downs and things like that? And, you know, would you agree? And if so, kind of how have you been able to, you know, obviously when it's great and everything's going your way, then that's brilliant, but what have you been able to do, or what has helped you when, you know, maybe you're on that roller coaster going down, what has helped you bring you back up again?
So definitely, don't get me wrong, since I joined 2.5 years ago, I've not been doing, you know, classes 3 times a week, every single week. There have been but not a huge amount, but there have been a couple of months where I've not done a thing, you know, because I've struggled maybe with workload. You know, there was a month during lockdown where work was really, really stressful, and so I had to just park it for a bit. But for me, and the biggest benefit was having you guys at the end of the phone, or an end of the text message, where I could just say, I'm really not feeling it at the minute, I just need a couple of weeks. But you guys were like, that's absolutely fine, we're here, whatever advice you need, even if you need support or if you need somebody to just have a chat with and vent, we're here. And that for me was brilliant, and something that, you know, I wouldn't really get anywhere else. And you know, what has picked me up and got me back on track is you guys, and also still seeing the family group that we have on Facebook, and just little things that they're having, and them sharing their good days and their bad days, and just using skills that you guys have taught us before to and putting them into practice, which then gets you back on track. You know, I always think, like, I never punish myself. If I don't do a workout, that's absolutely fine. you know, and I think that that is why I love ALM, because it allows you, well, it gives you the tools to think differently. You know, that's the big learning curve for me, you know, that, oh, you know, at the beginning I'd probably be like, damn, I've missed that fitness class, why am I failing and stuff, whereas you guys actually teach you, well, there's a reason why you didn't, your body probably needed a rest, so give yourself a break, we're here, and then when you're ready, let's go at it. And that's what I've done, and that's what's helped me get back on track.
Yeah, and it's just like having a piece of cake. It's okay to have a piece of cake if you want that piece of cake, and don't beat yourself up about it. So yeah, it's great that you've learned everything that, you know, all the tools that we give you. You've obviously taken all of that on board, and you're able to, you know, do exactly what we want in terms of leading a healthy lifestyle for life. It's not just a short-term quick fix, it's a long-term lifestyle change, and that's our main focus. So that's cool. So finally, if you were chatting to somebody, maybe a friend or family member, someone on the street, and they were thinking about joining ALM and they weren't too sure, and maybe they had similar struggles to you, what would you say to that person?
I would definitely say, give it a go. What have you got to lose? Yeah. Even if you join on the transformation, I would also advise them to utilize your service as much as possible. So, you know, don't be afraid of asking questions. And also, actually, just don't feel ashamed. Like, I remember I'll never forget the first time I came to you guys and took my trainers off because I was getting measured and weighed back in the day, and we found a chocolate wrapper in my trainers. And I was mortified. I was like, oh my God. But actually, like, you guys just laughed, and I knew as soon as you guys were laughing and you were like, yes, and I was like, this is a very accepting group, and I'm going to be brutally honest with them, and I'm not scared of saying, sometimes I have chocolate for breakfast, what can you do about it, you know? So for anybody who is thinking about doing it, I'd just say, take the risk, just go for it, don't overthink it. Because wow, it's just like workouts. If you overthink, oh God, am I going to do that workout or not? You won't. And just take this as an opportunity and an investment for yourself, because it's well worth it. It's given me so much more than just physical fitness. It's really been my lifeline. And you know, the people that I've met through ALM and continue to meet, you know, they mean the world to me, and I just think, you know, just give it a shot, because it is life-changing.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much for today, and your kind words and kind comments, and yeah, I'm sure it'll resonate with quite a few people. So thanks, Lian.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.